But
I love the story though. You told me
yeah,
before.
it's a fun story. I love talking
Uh,
about that story because we went there with intention.
can you give us like a short
Well, so
version?
we went there with intention, and the plan was to spin the the topic or the theme of the contest was winter.
Mm-hmm.
And so everybody, I knew everybody was going to do white winter and that kind of snow winter, but for us winter was surf in Hawaii, right? It's about big surf. And so what I did was I flipped the theme on anthropodes. And what I did was I took three anthropodes for the three categories that we had to do, and I tied in the fruits and veggies from one continent to us, and then two different Polynesian anthropods. And so I just did on different spin on it. But I went there knowing that, or trying to prove to, with Hawaii on my back, trying to prove to myself that when people came into our Hilo store and said, "This is the best cold pressed juice I ever had," I needed to test it. And so I went there thinking, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And I had all the confidence. I said, I'm going to smash this. And I went over there, and all the other contestants was bartenders, like former bartenders. They had years of experience, and I'm only 18 months doing juicing. I got intimidated, and I went in there, but I still had on plan. So being Kanaka, I knew about intention, so I wore on bright Aloha shirt, I wore on bright hat. I wanted to stand out. And then when the company asked how much time do we need to prepare, I said I only need 30 minutes. 30 minutes, they said. Everybody asking for hour and a half, 2 hours. And so I knew that they were kind of, the other contestants was doing new things. Like they were trying to make fancy stuff. And I went in there with my jujitsu basics. Everything that I knew that I could do with like the back of my hand. And so I watched everybody's ano, and I watched how they was in the preparation. So a lot of them was frantic and they was rushing and they was trying to do this and they was all over the place. And so I didn't want to touch anybody, any of the inanimate objects that those kind of vibes was on. I picked one whole different section, and I went going there with my 90 with my Raycon earbuds. I played my 90s R&B, and I ended up juicing before everybody else so that our juice would sit in the reefer for a longer period of time so the flavors would fuse.
Mm.
And then I took Kuha'o's 6 Zane. I took some 6 Zane fabric. I did some pakai on some stuff, and I did one story and all of that. And then I was intimidated though. They had beautiful displays, beautiful presentations, and I just kept with my basics. And so I thought you needed to win one category in order to become the overall champion. So when they read the winners of the other three categories, I was defeated. I was like, oh my God, we came over here with people helping us Venmo us, and we're on standby. Me and Auntie was on standby, and we struggled to get there. And I was thinking, oh man, we didn't win anything, and we invested some money to get here to Miami, and um, I don't know, they love the story, they love the juice, and here we are 7 years later, and we're the only world juicing champions in the world, and we're hoping to have another convention soon, and that we can be a judge there and be a presenter there, and I'm gonna take more of the Hawaiian culture to the
Yeah.
to the convention.
Awesome. I love it. I
Yeah, it's
love
a
that
good story.
story. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
I
good
love that
story.
story.
So something like I imagine it as a movie, right?
Yeah, it is. It was fun
As
for us.
it's like you think it's gonna go wrong and then and you end up getting the overall
I tell
win.
everybody, what does BJ Penn and Max Holloway and Kwai-Chang Publico all have in common? What do we have in common? We are
Dude.
world champions. I don't take that title lightly, guys. Come on, man.